So we have a tattoo topic this weekend. What do you think about tattoo artists that upload photos of their work with filters?
I do it sometimes just for fun.
I'm so glad you asked me that.
It's hard to say, because I know so many people do it.
I don't even know what that means. Like
when they put like on Instagram or Twitter and they filter the shit out of it?
I mean, I feel like people have been doing that for a really long time now.
I mean, if you're like toning down irritation, like redness, I don't see no problem in that. But if you're like making it smoother or fucking changing the color.
Do you think it could really change a tattoo that much though?
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, I honestly don't give a shit.
It always looks good on pictures, but to me, I like to see a tattoo in person and when it's healed.
I do it half the time because sometimes you just can't get a good angle or the glare.
I mean, you could just post it regular, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists also use Photoshop and make it look better before they post it too.
It's like false advertising.
It's kind of annoying. You don't like it? Have you ever used a filter on your tattoos?
I don't think I've ever used a filter.
Really?
For what?
To make it like brighter or darker or take out the red or...
No, I don't do that.
You really don't?
You know, if you take a really crappy tattoo and you ultimately have to do it, I mean, you got to do it. But I just think if you have the right camera and the right setup and you kind of verse yourself in what it means to take photos, I think you won't ever have to do that, you know?
I would see tattoo as kind of like entertainment.
Yeah.
So just like say, you know, in the movie you cut it and you want to have the best to show audience, right? So the artists, they finish a job and then, you know, they do a little bit of Photoshop, I mean a little bit, okay? Because camera cannot to, you know, represent that the human eye, that what we see.
Yeah.
So it's better, you know, you adjust the shadows, adjust a little bit the tones, the color tones to make the more acceptable and for your eye to see and more comfortable.
If I can capture a good one, then I'll post it with no filter, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you have to sometimes. If it's a healed shot, like a healed photo, like this is healed, and if I post that, I'll post it as is.
I used to think that it wasn't cool, but then, I mean, it's the same as if you're a photographer and you're tweaking.
That's true.
Right or wrong?
Because you can't make a bad tattoo look amazing through a filter. Just like the contrast and stuff makes it a bit brighter or darker, no?
Exactly.
A good tattoo is a good tattoo.
That's right.
Boom.
I'm not that hardcore on it because, to be honest with you, sometimes I can't get a good photo, and so I have to add a filter to get it more what the tattoo really looks like, you know?
So if you're putting filters on your tattoos, you're actually lying to the public, so you're stealing an opinion. No one ever thinks about that. You're stealing someone's opinion, so it's almost like you're manipulating them.
I mean, honestly, man, like, I think it's kind of shitty, to be honest. Like, it's giving people a false perception, like, especially your clients, as their artists. It's your duty to, like, be honest with them and like, give them what they're, like, what they see is what they get. If you're, like, filtering your photos, then, like, and people are making appointments with you for fucking tattoos that don't even really exist.
If it's on an Instagram thing, I don't know, whatever, you know, but I think if it's like a portfolio or you're putting stuff in magazines and stuff like that, it is what it is. You're gonna see what it is when you see it in person. So I mean, you can't lie with that, you know.
Right?
I think, you know, when it comes down to it, like all things, it's just marketing. Everybody's just trying to represent themselves as best as they can. But it'd be cool to see like a photo eventually afterwards where it's healed.
The first one. What do you think?
Which camera do I look at?
I don't even know. This one. First question. What do you think about artists that use filters on their work?
They use what?
Filters on their work when they post their tattoos.
Oh, need to be electrocuted.
I'm gonna go through all your, because sometimes you take a photo, but it's like, you know, too bright, or it's not bright enough, because you're taking it.
I don't do that.
You just won't do it.
I just click it and post.
I'm gonna scroll through your photos.
I'm not a fucking photography guy, I'm fucking putting shit on the internet, who gives a fuck?